Every expression of gratitude belongs solely to Allah, the originator of existence itself, the one whose generosity extends across every layer of creation, yet whose authority compels all things without exception. He stands alone, entirely deserving of devotion, without equal, without lineage, without dependence, and without any being to whom he must refer or compare. There exists nothing that resembles him, nothing that rivals him, nothing that can be placed beside him in rank or essence. All sovereignty belongs to him alone, even over those who falsely claim power. He alone possesses the authority to command and legislate, to determine the boundaries within which his creation exists. Life flows by his command, death occurs by his will, yet neither life nor death affects him, for he is eternally living, entirely self-sustaining, beyond all limitation, beyond all dependency, the absolute reality upon which everything else relies. All praise returns to Allah, the one whose power encompasses everything that exists, where no force operates independently of him, no outcome occurs outside his permission, and no benefit or harm reaches any being except through his decree. This vast and intricate universe, both what is visible to the eye and what remains hidden from perception, the tangible and the speculative, the earth and every entity upon it and within it, all originate from his act of creation. He did not leave humanity without guidance, but instead sent messengers and prophets across time, all carrying a singular unified call that none deserves worship, obedience, or ultimate allegiance except the one, the Absolute, who has no partners. The variations in societies and eras did not alter this core message. It remained unchanged, consistent, and pure. Yet the earlier transmissions were altered. Their clarity diminished over time, and even the identities of some messengers faded from collective memory, though their mission remained acknowledged in general. This message, however, found a unique preservation in Islam, not because its content differed, but because its continuity required protection after the final messenger, Muhammad, since no prophet would come after him. Thus, the message was safeguarded in a manner unprecedented in earlier histories. What modern science has only recently begun to uncover, fragments of truth about the origins of the universe, was already hinted at centuries ago. When contemporary discussions refer to the expansion of the universe, or the concept of an initial unified state, one finds echoes of such realities within the Quranic revelation. The notion that the heavens and the earth were once joined and then separated aligns with what is now described through scientific frameworks. This invites reflection, not merely on coincidence, but on the source of such knowledge. Could such insight arise from speculation, or does it point toward revelation from the one who created the cosmos itself? Every human, regardless of background, carries within them a question that cannot be silenced. Why do I exist? How did I come into being? And what purpose governs my life? These are not superficial curiosities, but fundamental inquiries embedded within human nature. The only being capable of providing a definitive answer is the Creator himself. If there is a Creator, then only he possesses the authority to define purpose, to outline expectations, and to explain the nature of existence. From the earliest human, Adam, until the present moment, the message has remained clear and uncomplicated. Dedicate worship solely to Allah, free from association, free from distortion. Life itself is a deliberate examination, structured with a beginning and an end, so that accountability can exist. Death is not annihilation, but transition, and what follows is an existence without termination, where outcomes reflect the choices made during this temporary phase. When one reflects upon the world, its scale may appear overwhelming, filled with countless people and endless complexity, yet in comparison to the totality of creation, it holds minimal significance. This world, though captivating in its design and diversity, is not the ultimate reality, but a fleeting stage. Consider the sun, a single star among countless others, so vast that millions of Earths could fit within it. Yet even this immense star is insignificant compared to others that surpass it in magnitude. Entire galaxies consist of countless stars, and beyond them lie innumerable galaxies, extending far beyond human comprehension. All of this, everything observable in the vastness of space, exists within what is described as the first heaven. And beyond this first layer are 6 more, each separated by distances so immense that human imagination struggles to grasp them. Distances described in terms of journeys spanning hundreds of years. Beyond these heavens lies the Kursi, a creation of Allah so vast that the entire structure of the heavens becomes negligible in comparison. The Prophet illustrated this with an example to bring the concept closer to human understanding. Imagine a small ring placed in a vast desert, where the ring represents the heavens and the desert represents the Kursi. The difference is not merely large, it is incomprehensible. Then beyond the Kursi lies the Arsh, the throne of Allah, whose magnitude renders even the Kursi insignificant by comparison. Again, the analogy repeats, with the Kursi as a ring and the Arsh as the desert, emphasizing a scale that escapes human perception. Surrounding this are angels of immense size, whose very proportions extend across the layers of creation. Yet even they are creations, bound by the will of their Lord. And above all of this is Allah Himself, whose essence and reality cannot be contained within human comprehension. The mind, limited in capacity, cannot fully grasp His greatness, His nature, or His existence. What can be understood is that He is entirely beyond the creation He brought into being. This realization reshapes perspective, forcing one to confront the imbalance between human arrogance and divine reality. The same being who commands such unimaginable magnitude is the one humans often neglect, disobey, or forget. The contrast is striking. A creation so small, so dependent, yet often heedless, interacting with a creator so vast, so powerful, so absolute. This awareness is not meant to overwhelm but to awaken. It redirects attention from the temporary to the eternal, from illusion to truth, from distraction to purpose. It invites one to reconsider priorities, to recognize that existence is not random, that life is not without meaning, and that accountability is inevitable. The message is not complex, yet its implications are profound. Worship belongs to Allah alone. Obedience belongs to Him alone. And ultimate return is to Him alone. Everything else fades. Everything else diminishes. Everything else loses significance when placed against the reality of the One who created all that exists and beyond.